I think all of the hype about Wyoming and Delaware and everything is a little overblown. Delaware and Wyoming are great states for opening LLCs, but if you open an LLC in Florida, your business will be exactly the same. Hi YouTube, I hope you're great. Today, I want to just jump right into it and talk about LLCs and what state you should open your LLC in. Because I get this question all the time. If you don't know, or if you're just getting new to this, a single member or an LLC is a limited liability company, and it is you open it at the state level in the United States. So in Florida, you can open an LLC, you can open one in Arkansas, in California, in Massachusetts, in Delaware, literally in 50 states. I think you can open in every state. The biggest states are really, for most of my clients, which are online entrepreneurs, people who live outside the United States, are Delaware, New Mexico, Wyoming, for different reasons, but it's mostly because of the publication they get on the internet. First of all, if you're located in the United States, I recommend you open the LLC in the state where you live, because if you're doing business in that state, you'd have to register that state, the LLC in that state anyways. So if you open, if you live in Florida with me and you're in Miami and you open an LLC in Delaware, but you're doing business in Florida, you still have to register the LLC in Florida, and it's just going to be double filing fees, and there's no benefit really for you. So if you're an online person and you say, hey, I don't live in any state, you can open in whichever state you want. And I have clients that open from all over, but I'm going to touch on kind of the biggest reasons and how you make your decision. So no matter what, the taxation is the same. LLCs don't pay taxes. It's a pass-through entity that passes through to the owner. So if you own an LLC, you would never pay tax. The LLC would never pay taxes, but you might have to pay taxes depending on what you're doing. Or if your foreign company owns an LLC, the LLC would never pay taxes, but the foreign company might have to pay some taxes. That doesn't mean there's no reporting requirements or there's nothing you have to share with the government. That just means that the LLC just won't pay any taxes. And that's, I guess there's caveats always. You can elect for your LLC to be taxed as a corporation. In that case, it's really a corporation. But that's not really what we're talking about here. So back to the main topic. Paying taxes or not, subject to taxation or not, shouldn't make any difference for where you decide to open your LLC. And I know clients will say, Jim, I used Wyoming because there's no state income tax in Wyoming, or same with Delaware. The truth is there's no state income tax anywhere with a single member LLC. In California, you have some payments you have to make to keep your LLC open. It's like $800 a year is like the base fee to keep your LLC open in California. If you open an LLC in New York, you have to do publications in like 3 newspapers. It's really weird, but that's the rule in New York. So that's not really a concern, paying taxes. Privacy is a concern. In Florida, if you open an LLC, your name is searchable on the website. So you can search up the LLC name, you can find who the owners are and find the addresses of everyone. So some people want more privacy. I think Delaware has the best privacy of all the LLCs. Open an LLC in Delaware, New Mexico, and Wyoming, and then search the LLC on the state website and see what information you'll find. You'll find that on Wyoming, even though they have good privacy, you can still search and see who the directors are of any LLC. If you know the full name of the LLC, you can still search for it and find the information of the owners. The same goes with New Mexico. But Delaware, when you search, you can't get information about the owners or directors. So Delaware has more privacy, and that's one of the main reasons we usually use Delaware when we open LLCs. The other thing is like flexibility within the states. So in Delaware, you can open different types of series LLCs. You can convert your LLC into a corporation, and you can just do different administrative things with your LLC. When other states, that might not be possible. But the short answer is, don't spend more than like 30. If you're doing e-commerce on the internet, online, and you're just a regular person, it doesn't need to be like a 5-day decision on which state to open your LLC. You can just make a decision and open the LLC and you'll be fine. It's going to be the same in almost every state. You need a registered agent in every state. You need to have an address, which is what you need the registered agent for in every state. So it doesn't really matter. We usually use Delaware for the privacy, but I've also opened LLCs in Wyoming. They have better rules for trusts. But really, if you need anything beyond the opening an LLC for payment processing, for e-commerce, for just regular stuff, if you're doing like high-level estate planning, you should talk to an attorney or a tax advisor like myself. about your specific situation to see what would be advisable, because there are some nuances between the states when it gets to a high level. It's just that 90% of the people I talk to, this doesn't really matter. So when deciding what state to use to open an LLC, the answer is it doesn't really matter, because none of the states will charge you taxes, and they're all relatively private. You still have to know the LLC's name to look it up. So Delaware is the most private. And that's really what it comes down to. I don't think, I think all of the hype about Wyoming and Delaware and everything is a little overblown. Delaware and Wyoming are great states for opening LLCs, but if you open an LLC in Florida, your business will be exactly the same. The fact that there's a registered agent address on there that you can look up, I don't think it puts you in any more or less risk or anything at all. I don't think there's any issue with that for like the vast majority of people. So I hope this video was helpful. Please make sure to like whatever platform you're watching this on, like the video, subscribe, and comment or email us or contact us if you have any questions, or if you need help setting up your LLC, and if you want us to just do it all for you, because that's basically what we do. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Thanks.